Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dev, aka the Unknown Variable here, back at you with another commentary. And the carousel of bullshit continues at Activision & Co. Every single day there's something new that becomes more and more nefarious. And don't get me wrong, it's great for content, but it just makes you wonder, how far can Activision push this bullshit before people finally clue in and realize the laziness of the whole situation? So surprisingly, this isn't getting a lot of attention, and today we won't be sharing a shilly intel tweet, but instead a tweet from Carnage XVI, and he says, Call of Duty is reselling a calling card earned through gameplay as part of a microtransaction bundle. And if you look at this picture that he tweeted here, this is the Prestige 8 Mastery calling card, and just pay attention to the picture, look at the way it is, you got the Grim Reaper and all that, right? That's all fine and dandy. And the wording of this tweet is a little bit misleading when he says that they're reselling a calling card earned through gameplay. It's kind of insinuated that you're buying an actual calling card variant that's the exact same as Prestige 8. But no, if you look at the second picture here, they basically just took the picture from the Prestige 8 calling card and made it a loading screen here in the bundle, which doesn't make this any less nefarious or any less scummy. But if you look at Carnage XVI's reply here, he says, I didn't mean to insinuate that it was a calling card being resold as a calling card. Bad wording. It is a true statement that it's being sold as part of a bundle. It would not be a true statement to say it was being sold as a calling card. And Carnage had to make this specific correction to the tweet, and although I do agree it is kind of bad wording, but either way, not the point. The fact that he had to reply to himself and actually say this is because the replies are absolutely hilarious. And this community, once again, never fails to impress me. Like I've said in previous videos, spend your money how you want. I'm not going to go on a big tangent about that. But either way, the bundle has a loading screen based on the calling card. How does that make it any better? Please explain to me. How does that make it any better? This is a Prestige 8 emblem, so you would have to level up to Prestige 8 in this game. You would have to go through the absolute mental torture of playing Modern Warfare 2 until Prestige 8 to get this specific calling card. And now they're selling it the exact same picture, low effort, flipped on top of each other. If you look at this, it's the Prestige 8 calling card on top of the Prestige 8 calling card, flipped upside down with a green line through it. It's like they got an intern from Infinity Ward on their first day to be like, we need some more content for the bundles, so you gotta make a loading screen. The intern's in charge of the loading screens for the bundles. And they're just like, all right, let's take Prestige 8 Mastery, and we're gonna take it and put it in Photoshop, and we're gonna put the first layer here on top, then we're gonna mirror the layer and flip it and put it underneath and throw a green line through it. And the intern's just kind of sitting there like, oh, I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna like this. So they bring it up to the Infinity Ward bosses, right? And Activision, everybody's sitting around a table. And the intern's there really nervous, like, all right, so I came up with this concept. I just put the 8th Prestige Mastery that we already have made, and I put it on top, mirrored it, and put a green line through it. Is that okay? Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna buy this. Maybe they'll clue in that it's something you could already earn in the game. And Infinity Ward and all the CEOs at Activision and all the big wigs are sitting there like, no, just check the Twitter replies. They're dumb enough to buy this shit. They gobble it up like a shit sandwich every year anyway. So you know what? They'll buy anything we put in the shop. We could put a literal turd as an emblem and they'd buy it. They're dumb enough to do that. Fuck it, let's greenlight it. Like, and I'm sure conversations like that happen in Infinity Ward. But the only saving grace of this entire tweet reply is that there's one person here that actually has some common sense, and that says, even if it's just a loading screen, it's literally just the same image flipped to the bottom with a green line through it. Shameless. He took the words out of my mouth, and the simple fact is, people don't care. They don't give a shit that they're getting scammed and shafted and low effort content. Any other game that did this, their community would be like, no way. But it's something about this Call of Duty community that we're just okay with eating the shit sandwich. I don't know if it's just because of years of mediocrity or years of recycled content that this is becoming normalized with people, but it's like, I don't understand. I make these videos because my mind is blown every single time I open Twitter and see anything regarding a bundle or anything else nefarious with Activision. It's just, it gets worse and worse and worse progressively as time goes on, and it never gets, like, at least for me, I don't get to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, that's just Call of Duty, you know, that's just how it is. It still boggles my mind because you're getting shafted. They're shoving their fists right up inside of you, and you don't care. It's like, okay, you want to go and purchase this stuff? Because there's gonna be people in the comments saying, it's my money, I can do what I want with it. Okay, go ahead. I don't care, knock yourself out. But when I see shit like this, it's just like, I feel bad for you, right? I feel bad for the fact that you're spending money on this, because this isn't even like any effort put into this. They just say, oh, well, you know, this is stuff you can earn in the game, so let's just put it as a loading screen in a bundle, and no one will notice. The people that do notice are are like, wow, this is ridiculous. And then the vast majority of the community is like, oh, whatever. You know, it's no big deal. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. And I suppose that's a fair point, but where the issue lies with me is the same people that buy these bundles that are recycled content, low effort garbage are the same people that go on Twitter, or when they're playing the game, you hear them in voice chat, oh, this game's trash. I hate this game. It's terrible. And I've been saying this in all my fucking videos. Stop giving them money. If you keep giving them money, they're not incentivized to change anything. If you don't like the core gameplay, but you're like, there's nothing else to play, and you buy bundles, you've lost your right to complain, in my opinion, because you're supporting this company financially, and you are in a roundabout way enabling their behavior. That concludes my rant today on this absolute atrocity of a bundle. It's pathetic. And before my head explodes from ranting so much, I'm gonna end the commentary right now. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment for the algorithm, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss when I upload a video, and I'll catch everybody in the next one.